Blah, 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 blah. Hi, everybody. Okay. I am probably gonna... So, how's everyone doing today? Oh, damn. This doesn't go above 1920. Okay. No 4K, apparently. Hi, Miket. Miket SD. How you doing today? Hello, Ty. Hello, Archive Drose, Killzone, Xylo, Awario. How y'all doing? Before we get started, who here has heard of this game? Who here has heard of this game or knows what we're getting into? Honest question. Because I don't know a lot about this game either. Holy fisheye, Batman. But I'm very excited to jump into it. So this is a visual novel, but apparently it does have some interactive elements to it. So this is going to be like the Zero Escape, the Eye of the Somnium Files-esque kind of visual novel experience. However, unlike those games, I haven't played this game. So this is completely blind for me. So the only other visual novel I've played on stream blind was like 100 Line Last Defense Academy. So this is completely blind. I don't know anything about this game other than that it's kind of horror element. I should probably give a warning immediately now that this game apparently does have some jump scares. I don't think this game is focused around jump scares, so I think they're few and far between, but it does have them. It is a horror game at its core. A horror visual novel with some twists and turns and stuff. It's apparently very, very good. I've heard nothing but praise for this one. And it's published by Squeenix. Is it a 3D horror action game? No, it's a visual novel. But it's got gameplay elements to it, apparently. We're gonna find out together, okay? This is gonna be an experience for me just as much as an experience for all of you. Before we get started, I am gonna delete my save data. Because the game auto-started, and I want to make sure that we're good. Okay, start game, let's go. Square Enix. Ah, you are here. Welcome, welcome. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Remember, I literally played Silent Hill F on stream. Did you forget that? I've also literally played Resident Evil on stream. So, like, I don't know why you would say that when I have. This game does have jump scares, MRL. Anyway. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It's the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. Why is this sex question mark? Bros and Enigma files. Okay. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. I suggest you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. I think my brightness is fine. How to play. Why are you showing me the how to play on a controller? I'm using a mouse and keyboard. Hello food, other essential functions when the time is right. Ah, there's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you. I see. Bitch, I typed something in. I don't want you to take my Steam name, please. Please pardon my mistake. I'm sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let's try again. You wished... Yes. Bro, I see. Very good. It seems to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've properly introduced, let us begin our story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none has ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers, regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Mika, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only, what would you do? I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it, let someone else have it. Well, definitely not the first two. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I guess I'm lucky enough that there isn't really anyone that I would need to bring back. Anyone who has died that I know lived long, fulfilling lives. Let someone else have it. I see. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? You want to know what this box that has been sitting here is? It's quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. What? Well then who am I then? Wait. Well, who the fuck am I? I thought I was me. I'm pretty sure I know what a fucking color television is. In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Mika. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present... Okay, look, public telephones not existing. I can agree with that, at least. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. Particular yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I think this guy is supposed to be representing like an old Japanese art of storytelling from like a certain era where they're like in the past. And I'm sure that's why he went up and said like this technology stuff. What is it and stuff like that. It's kind of implied that this guy is probably like a storyteller from that era. You know what I mean? I don't know what the exact terminology of those storytellers are, but yeah. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Oki, is one of them. Shogo Oki. Sex, male, occupation, office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his third year of working in planning department at Daihaku Soaps, a chemicals company. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset, common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it's safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Wow, he is the most boring individual I've ever heard of. Got it. Breaking news. I wonder what could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Sogo Oki. Oh, never mind. I guess he's not an important character. Holy shit. A 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. Damn, introduce this guy just to immediately kill him. Okay. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me. Please pay no mind to what you have just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time a smidge and start again from there. Oh, okay, great. So now I'm going to be seeing how this guy died? Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. Oh, this game's going to get meta, isn't it? This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Square Enix presents Shogo? Shogo, are you alright? Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo Oki. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you, up. Okay, and there. How's that, all right? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your hummers off balance? What? I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my... I actually never heard of this word before. I'm assuming that's a body part. What is wrong with me? Am I stupid? My bodily fluids? What? Who says that? I just Googled it. What do you mean, woman? My head's still a little fuzzy. Office worker. Shogo Oki. Old medical stuff. Yeah, it's the 4 stuff. It's like bloodletting. She's joking. Yeah, I get that, but still, weird joke. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit, see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Good, good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. you remember anything, like, where we are or what we were doing? I guess the Rite of Resurrection. Because I do know that we were just talking about it, so... Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? Oh, fuck. I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know the name, but weird. Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more? Look around and... I probably shouldn't have done that. You're right, I'm supposed to know nothing. Fuck. Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Where are we? Oh, right. This is Sumida City at Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshiko Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. I'm obviously not going to read all of this out loud. Named after the Sumida River. Kinshibori Park named after the canal, part of the Southwest Canal, which could once be found nearby. Okay. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. But these telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. Telephone booth. Arrived in parks. Look at how we place at 10 for 3 minutes. Telephone booth gives us every prepaid known as the telephone cards. Have begun to spread without the need for small change. Got it. Telephone booths. We all know telephone booths, right, chat? None of us are too old for telephone booths, right? That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I could probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. After attaining dinner, started working as a housekeeper. Ability to see things others cannot. She's received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural, and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. She's vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others. She has no regrets about the path she has taken. She has a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. If anything happens to Ogopogo in this game, I'm going to kill everybody and then myself. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the Rite of Resurrection, everyone would be over before it started. Recall. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running some errands in Kinshiko, I think is how you pronounce that, and I was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. When I noticed this girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan, or after, you know, something else? Definitely the other thing. What other thing are you talking about? The fuck? I'm a good Samaritan. Oh, wow, my hero. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you got yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Well, I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Hit her with the pickup line. The car procure all my pickup lines involve tails. I don't know how to say a pickup line to a person. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukojima, and the south part was Honjo. Huh. Am I bothering you? Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. I'm curious. I'm joking. It's a joke. I don't know any. Well, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? Old. That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 Mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. They're true? That's what I said. They're the real deal. So, hold on. What does that mean? My what? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. So, there's gotta be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. And that was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Plus, named Nessie living in the Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like the Tsukinoko or Hibigun, urban legends. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period, and these stories have survived to this day and become to be known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand or spirits on monsters. The story continued to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there's actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Then why are they called the 7 Mysteries of... Whatever. Their roots likely cover stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known Rakugo story. The Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Tsugaru, the Foot Washing Mansion, the One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. I have a feeling that these are actually going to be important, so we should keep a note of them. Because this game is called Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. So, I'm assuming the 7 mysteries are important. Alright, the Whispering Canal. Formerly known as Kinchibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As the days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind. Leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. This strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. You guys hold Bakiri meetings at night? Alright, you guys are weird. We exchanged contact information, and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 Mysteries Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Wait a second. Where did Yoko go? According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression left at the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. I disagree! Jeez, she's still at it. Oh, I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna say it right now, chat. The fact that I could move this around, I guarantee you, at one point in this game, I'm gonna turn my head around and there's gonna be some fuck-ass scary thing behind me and it's gonna fucking scare the fucking balls off me. I just see it happening. That's right. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Oh shit, all of them were just added. Jesus Christ. Okay. The Fool's Procession. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter held by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo, Ushiyama. Now Komagata High School. Jump scares are lame. Oh, this game does have jump scares. Fire Ninja. I don't think it's like focused around them, but it does have them. Just as a heads up. Jump scare the game? No, this is not jump scare the game. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Warigetsu Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. The Beckoning Light. While walking around the road near Honji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light up ahead, despite there being no one around. Yes, we did read the canal one. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it is a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it is the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Whispering the Canal was the one where they heard the leave it behind, fish disappear, then they die, or something like that. The Haunting Clappers. As the evening bell rings in Irecho, near present-day Shimoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all while striking his wooden clappers. False trailer? I already said my opinion in the Discord, but my opinion is that I like the protagonist, but the game itself looks kind of just okay. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack, the echo answers again. But no matter how hard he searches for the source of this second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. The Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yatsuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among people as the Beach Residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beach. Is it beach or is it birch? Am I saying that wrong? I think I'm saying that wrong.
Beach.
I'm saying it right. Excellent. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This would lead people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Weird. Okay, so... what a worthless legend. I might be important to the story, but like, whatever. The Taiko of Tsugaru. There was once a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason, this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. Okay, so this legend is literally just someone is allowed to use a drum in this tower. Okay, whatever. These legends suck. No. The foot washing mansion. Why did they get to have a drum? Yeah. Mom, why did he get to have a drum? The foot washing mansion. So far, only the Whispering Canal has been creepy, dude. Anyway, this is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Warigesui Street in Kamezawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed through the ceiling. Wash, it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. The man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? The one-sided read. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomezo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over again, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomezo brought a dagger to a canal near Rigoku Bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body, then threw them in the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. That's fucked up. The ever-burning lantern. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Warigesui. But there is something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the nether-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries. Oh wait, she sent me back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Didn't you hear that? Now that you mention it, I did feel like I heard something. I'm not too sure though. That was creepy. But your special talent! You should have been able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me, okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Huh? What? Dogo Oki, 1 a.m. Jobori Park. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and the paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's just used to it, unless... No, it can't be. Gotten late, really late. It's already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. Kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course, that was a joke. Duh, you don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Seriously. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with this 7 Mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I can handle a solid Moscow mule. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, that's no matter. But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand. You can't be serious. Bitch, what you talking about? About spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but they can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So, even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt that they exist? That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment thinking they might see something, and then they really do, because they believed they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about this stuff. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean? Whoa, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see, if you really want to know. I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow mule. Really now. I just thought it sounded cool. I'd like to try it, though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime, then? Oh, are you asking me out? No, you're just being a good Samaritan, right? No, that's not what I meant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. Alright, then let's get to work. And if you could believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Ooh, tell me everything. Although they're called the 7 mysteries, their literature lists 9 of them. Ooh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folktales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15. And if you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. That's a good point. So I read some of the stories, and none of them were, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fished in the canal would hear a voice calling out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expected to find here in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folk tale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story? So basically, do you think that the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know? Exactly. I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around there have that expression, left at the canal, right? meaning to abandon someone. This story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. They're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, gotcha. Oh, by the way, were we talking about the rite of resurrection? Ooh, your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. Why are you relating it to alcohol? I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection? The magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everybody talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know. It seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the rite of resurrection is the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous Onmyoji from an ancient egg. Onmyoji. Rumor has it, in an old manuscript containing actual concrete details of the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Arashi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. Secretly? I kinda got that. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Exactly. That's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Arashi himself. The Rite of Resurrection. As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous Onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Arashi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. You mentioned the Rite of Resurrection. Are you looking for that too? That has something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Ooh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. Tell the truth. It's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the Rite of Resurrection, but along the way I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo first. I see. So then... What's that? Why are you looking for the rite? You're looking away to bringing someone back from the dead. Does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I asked. I didn't mean to pry. Sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. No! No! Remember what I said, chat? This is the worst day of my life. I haven't even met the guy. I haven't even met the dog. Ogopogo? Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Oh, that's right. Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay. Your dog. Gotcha. We spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the rite even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know that? All that led to me meeting you. At least something good came out of it. Well, that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? So, about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just heresy, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the Rite of Resurrection itself. Huh? Didn't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the Rite of Resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right, it seems that an Onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh, right, I never told you the name. The manuscript is called the Record of Fates. Oh, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Manga who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? It starts with belief, right? An old manuscript from the Edo period written by the sorcerer who recovered the rite of resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic documentation due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. Whoa! What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Something's got Yoko really rattled. Yoko, are you okay? What's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. I don't want to look behind me, chat. Why? Ah! Yoko? But there's nothing. What the fuck? I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Is it now going to be something? There's nothing there. Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Still, she looks really spooked. I doubt she's making this up. Damn it, did I miss it? Ugh, I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? What the fuck? Huh? What the? What is this? Something? What is it? Why is this happening? Yoko, answer me, Yoko. No way, it can't be. Why? Why? What the hell just happened? No, damn it, I've got bigger problems. Yoko, just hold on, everything's gonna be okay. Oh god, she stopped breathing. She's cold and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay, an ambulance, right, I gotta call an ambulance. I need a phone. Right, the phone, I gotta call an ambulance. I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it going to make a difference? Her body's gone stiff and her skin is cold, and I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without the care in the world. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? There was like a push thing in the corner. And then I clicked that, and that's when shit started to get fucked up. Resurrect her. Huh? Oh, that's right. If that rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone could just drop dead out of nowhere like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Maybe, just maybe, I could still save her. Even if I got to deal with the spirit senses and curses and whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise. I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something. Something that shook her to the bone. There's definitely something strange going on, and maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? She mentioned that the rite of resurrection and the 7 mysteries were connected. So maybe whatever she saw had something to do with that whispering canal. Whoa! Damn it, that presence again! It must be around here somewhere, but where? Cold night air feels like it's pressing down on me. This ending here makes me want to scream, but I've got bigger problems right now. Oh, of course. I don't know how long it took me so long to realize. It has to be some weird prank she's playing. Any second now, she's gonna open her eyes, get up, and have a good laugh with how scared I was. Right, Yoko? You can give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some sort of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? I'm not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. Huh? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? I didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. It looks like it could be a keychain. But from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, headphones got disconnected. Cursed stone acquired. The Whispering Canal. Ah! What the? Help me, leave me, why it hurts. Are these the Whispering Canal's memories? Ah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Why turn their backs? They walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them. Kill them. Those who walk away. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Press the use curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. What? What? I can just do that? Ah! A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Should you seek life's restoration, take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim their soul dregs for your own. Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice, claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. For theirs are the equal of droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill. kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. Resentful. Toki loved fishing with her father Jinki more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish to the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait, all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passerby thought of it only as the fish in the canal. The splashing faded, and the silence returned to the lonely night. Cursed echoes, cursed pharaohs. Cursed echoes are the visual manifestation of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape, and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness, unlike a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. A curse echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. A curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense would not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who becomes a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. Curse stones. Old Natsuke carvings imbued with curses derived from the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as lethally. Soldiers, when someone dies, their life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, their life essence will turn into a residue known as soul dregs. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul dregs as sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul dregs required depend on who the person being resurrected passed away, on when. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. What does it have to do with Yoko suddenly dying? She has water in her mouth. She died by drowning. This curse probably killed her, but I didn't have the curse until I picked up that stone, so who did it? I guess we'll find out. What the hell was that? It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up this curse stone, the whispering canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this curse stone and collect their souls. I guess it's good to know that the right really exists. But this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that. Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. Not just one person either. Scores, it said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? The curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. And there was something about other curse bearers being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. You're so full of life just a few minutes ago. Feels like I'm being watched. Is someone there? Where are you? Huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. Huh? Now that I look closer, is there someone there? must be ignoring me on purpose. Maybe they're waiting to see what I do. Where's the ambulance I called? Oh, it's coming closer. This is one of the 7 mysteries. Looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe? Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Creeping me out, but it's staying put for now. I should probably leave it be. I'm also thinking the lantern, yeah. Hey, who's there? Oh my, how unexpected. It was your curse that killed the poor woman, I take it. What? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Oki? Huh? Tall, humorless-looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me, though. Have we met somewhere before? And who is he? He looks like he's been in his 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but somehow he looks real shady. What's he doing here? Was he watching us all this time? He only tells me curses are nothing new to him. He's one of the other curse bearers, and I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. By the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me, it's always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember? I am Takumi Yumoka. Takumi Yumoka? Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Maybe. But you don't even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Mysterious stranger, Takumi Yumioka. The man who was covertly watching Shoko Oki at Kinisubori Park. Curse Echo is showing up there. Oh, this is getting deep. So there's a bunch of people with these things that have the ability to kill other people, trying to get enough kills. God damn, this is getting interesting fast. Well then, Mr. Oki, allow me to make you a proposition. You have a curse stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. How do you know? How do you know about that? Why, I saw the whole thing. That doesn't explain how you know what a curse stone is. Even I barely have a handle on it. You know about the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those curse stones. They are terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as their conditions are met. I haven't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? Bitch, I have no idea who you are! Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. What are you? That wasn't me! I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I'd hoped to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice. This Tanuki guy must have a cursed stone of his own. He must, yeah. At least, it'd be safer to assume so. It would explain how he knows so damn much. So he can kill me instantly, as long as he fulfills his stone's conditions. Until I know what those conditions are, I can't make any sudden moves. I have to keep talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? It'd be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. Takumi Mikoto, he said his name was. He hadn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now he's still staring right at me. What the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Takumi Yumioka. How the hell does he know me? Not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Then you probably know him from work. Does he know what stone I have? Considering the person behind me currently has water coming out of their mouth and appears to have died by drowning, yeah, one could probably figure it out. if you have a kind of knowledge about that kind of thing. I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1, he does what he came here to do. Scenario 2, he suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of Scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is Scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever. I just need him to get away and to walk away once. I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best will be... Talk about yourself. Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I am associate of the great sorcerer Suigen Gamyoto. Suigen Gamyoto? Indeed, you must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. Oh, whoops. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this... Yeah, after you learn everything you know about these things, you now know that you've got a fucking target on your back. Regardless if you want to do that fucking right or not, having one of these stones means the other people who want to do the right want you fucking dead. So, like, of course you've got to be careful now. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. I hope that's enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. I don't want to keep my eyes off him. How do you know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Oki, if you're hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Oki, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awaken at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. Why are you so convinced that it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why, it's simply that. Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? Nah, I'm not an idiot. What are you doing? Should you not check on her? Nah, bro, I'm not an idiot. What do you want with my curse stone anyway? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I am certain that you, too, would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequences is in itself a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. I'm getting the impression that either he's just gonna stab me if I, like... He's doing the whole, what's that? All the more so, it promised the chance to resurrect the dead. You'll seal it away? How? I will put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. If I had gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your curse stone. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid of those who would be most tempted by the rite of resurrection that the curses take root. And a curse resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Oki. but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Oki? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. What's up with that weird ball of light? Is that your curse? Whatever do you mean? I'm afraid I see no such thing. It's right. Oh, it's gone. It was right there. I see. It seems you have become the mark of another curse bearer. How the hell does he know me? Wait, that's it! My work! That's how he knows me! I never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Secretary to the chairwoman of Naku Soaps. The man who is really watching at dark is the secretary to the chairwoman of Ihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida City. Himiki worships the company chairwoman, Natsue Yamamori, and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty, though he is swift in exact execution of every task given to him. This is Natsue Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency. So too does Takumi continue to support her behind the scenes, acting as Natsuse mouthpiece in the capacity has earned him the ire of current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees at the head office, but also the temporary workers in their factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. The bearer of the lantern curse very well could be, yeah. What I'm interested in is that some of those curses were so mundane. How do they become tools to kill? I guess we'll find out, won't we, chat? I'm gonna try and check to see if I... never mind. I'm not gonna try and check stuff. I think this game has, like, the ability to go back and redo stuff, though I'm not sure. But yeah, I just wanted to check something. Yeah, if I turn... Speaking Gamyoto my ass, this guy thinks he can sell me anything. I was just checking to see, like, if I turned around there, would I have died? The answer was yes. I don't know how, but yes, I would have gotten a GG. No re. Don't worry, it's not really spoiling. I'm just checking to see, did I avoid something or not? And the answer was yes. And the power of the curse? No idea. Just that apparently, I don't know what happens. He could have just stabbed me. Just that apparently it's a death. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. Speaking Gamyoto, my ass, I know who you are. You work at Hihaku Soaps, just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Oh, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman secretary even out looking for cursed stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It's our duty to ensure that the curses do not take root in this land as we know our home, as our home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it is not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear throughout our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that's all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. I have to keep him away forever. I assume they're going to walk away once. Wait, I've got it! I know how I could convince him to leave. Oh crap, I totally forgot. What is it? Oh, right, I forgot to mention, I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse alone in the dead of night. No doubt they'll hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you'd better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They are getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. I can curse him. Sooner or later, I will return for your cursed stone. I only hope that you do not abuse it in the meantime. Well then, I bid you good evening. What is our cursed stone condition? Somebody leaves us behind. Kind of feels like an overpowered one if I'm not asking, considering it's just him walking away. But he, like... Let's just save, and we'll see what happens. Oh, it just gets used automatically. Okay. I don't have a choice but to use it. Shugoki, you dare! Ah! I didn't click it, no. He's dead. The exact same way as the other person dead. So that means whoever had this curse, or whatever that curse was before Protagonist Man picked it up. Or maybe I did use it. But, like, she didn't leave me behind, right? So how does that make sense? I turned around. She didn't leave me behind. So was it Protagonist Man that killed her by accident? Or... He's really dead. No, I don't think it's involuntary. So this is what a cursed stone can do. Oh. The cursed stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 1% soul dregs. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical service will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. Yeah, it's either the protagonist somehow had the curse and accidentally used it and killed her, or someone else who had the curse before I picked it up did it and then passed the curse on to me. Or somebody else killed her specifically so that this guy would have a reason to pursue the rite of resurrection. That's another option. We'll find out later. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. I've got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Feeling Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he must have been the curse bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries would be. Curses were activated around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysterious nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me. Meaning I could run into them. The protagonist is immediately malicious. I have the impression that the curses make you do that. We'll see, though. Let's see. Which of the 7 mysteries are closest? I'm in the Kinshicho area right now. The Haunting Clappers are on the other side of Okio River, just over Shimoku Bridge. The Foot Washing Mansion and the Ever-Burning Lantern are around the South Warigasui Street, past the train tracks. And further along Okio River, I'll find the beckoning light at Honji Bridge. Those are 3 places are closest. I guess I could start there. I'll collect the other Cursed Bearer's souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. I should go to the location connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The Cursed Stone of the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries. It is currently 1% filled with soul treasures. Hey, I've never met that guy person yet. Why is the save icon like that? This game that short? It's apparently 8 to 10 hours long. So we're still quite a while into this game. We're going to be streaming for quite a while today, but yes, we're planning to beat it today. What should we check first, chat? Unfortunately, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And my face tracking's dead. You just gotta reset that, not a problem. But yeah, I'm liking how many questions we're all asking already. That's the sign of a good game that's gonna have some good story reveals later. All right, chat, where are we gonna go first? Honjo Bridge, South Wagasu Street, or the bridge area? Essentially, which curse are we gonna investigate next? Like that? Not really. One person just said that. No more checking death checks. I'm not going to, okay? What is this, like, CAPTCHA-ass motherfucking thing that shows up here? Okay, let's check the files. Honjo is the beckoning light. Chikomo Bridge is the haunting clappers. And I think the foot washing mansion is the other one. South Wagasu Street. That wisp sure was beckoning. I might want to check that one out just because that wisp was beckoning us. We should think about what the conditions for that are. 1 second. So the Whispering Canal curse is kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. So what the fuck would the beckoning light be? Maybe if somebody follows you, you can kill them? Because the whole point is that it's beckoning you? That could potentially be it. The clappers is somebody was doing wooden clappers and someone claps back. That goes again. Maybe if you can get someone to repeat you or mirror you in some way? I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing out of my fucking ass. Let's check. I want to go check the Honjo Bridge, though. Here at Honjo Bridge, the location linked to the beckoning light. The other side is an industrial district, and further down the bridge is the temple from which it gets its name. Beckoning light should be around here somewhere. Someone's standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Wait, fine, I'll go first. Whoa. I see, interesting. Well, now, this is a surprise. Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. Super shadily, only a curse bearer would have any reason to be here around this time. Maybe I should talk to him. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Come now, it won't hurt to at least tell me your name. What are you doing here? What are you gonna do? Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not to strangers. What the fuck? Gone is the age when might made right. Oh, fuck me, I didn't mean to do that. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked! Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either then. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. What is this guy's problem? But didn't you just say not to... Never mind. You say you're a detective? That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. You don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so that we could have an understanding. Private detective, Richter Kai. The eccentric man that Shogo Oki ran into at Honjo Bridge. Really dressed like that? He may look ridiculous, but he knows what he's doing. I don't want him finding out about me. I don't think he's a curse bearer, so I'm better off just leaving him alone. What's a detective doing around here? Everyone with specific conditions or secret legal techniques, wordplay, and flamboyant voices. We're in a JoJo world. Jesus Christ, you're right. This has such JoJo energy. Working. And that's all I could say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. This seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? I saw a strange man. I saw a strange man lurking around. I see. Then let me ask a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man? I'm looking for someone. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I just might be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? No, don't worry about it. I think I'm in the wrong place anyway. If you ever need a hand, I'd be happy to help. It's all in a day's work for an investigator extraordinaire. Thanks, I'll try looking somewhere else for now. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be any more help. Honjo Bridge has a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, but the middle is steel. The river beneath is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. Oh, that's right. I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Sorry, I don't. I'm not a smoker. Oh no, this'll do nicely. Are you sure? I should get back to work. Once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. South Warigasui Street. Both the foot washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is silent as the grave. Is it just me or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be oddly dark? Wasn't there the everlasting lantern, like the opposite version of it, where it was always off? Could this be? Is this darkness the work of a curse? Have I already fulfilled its conditions to kill? Did I get out of here? Or should I stick around and figure out just what I'm dealing with? I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. The Shumoku Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the haunting clapper story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found was what looked like a 100-yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. Well, that guy was asking for a light, but I don't think giving him a light is a good idea. I'll probably do it if there's nothing else, but... well, we'll see. There were a ton of cigarette butts thrown around the ground, too. Seems like this place is well in need of some wooden clappers to warn about fire. Alright, well... I have a lighter now. I might be able to turn the lights on again. I knew it. I could feel a strange presence in the air. Something else you need? No, I'm just passing by. Is that so? Guess I can't give it to him. Weirdly enough. Alright, well, there's only one thing to do then, and that's go to the place where we could die. A strange presence in the air. I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. And this feeling is the same as from before. There's something over there. Is that a curse echo? A curse of the 7 mysteries given form? I knew it. There's a curse bearer around here. Are the curse echoes what's causing this darkness? It doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? No, don't go closer. No, approaching it would be stupid. I should keep my distance. Decision time. What should I do? If I sit here like this, I risk fulfilling the conditions for that person's curse. It seems like I can still back out if I want, but do I want to? I back out. But at the same time, it kind of looks like there's nothing else to do. Yeah, there's only one thing to do, it looks like. What if the lighter will counter it? Potentially. Why is getting closer to it the only thing that I can do? Why do you want me to be an idiot in a horror movie game? Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this. Somebody's pulling me in. That hurt. Looks like I'm inside a building. Did it toss me in here? I can't see squat. Is it the same darkness from the curse echo? The enclosed. Doesn't seem like there's even a window. There's no telling which direction I'm facing. That's right, I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Perfect, it works. Now I can make up my surroundings a bit better. What the? This is something... Drat, he's got a light! That ruins everything! Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out of here. Fuck you. Ah, what the? Why? Well, that was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. The cursed stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 30% soul dregs. Well, that definitely was a curse bearer, but who the fuck was it? we just murdered someone. I have no idea who it was. His curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern. But there's a connection between the 7 mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. Bro, I just killed someone without even knowing who they were. I just... Didn't the other dude give 1%? Yeah, because he wasn't a curse bearer. But that guy was. Hey, he was clearly trying to kill you. Yes, he clearly was trying to kill me. Now it makes me wonder what would have happened if I didn't use my curse on him there. We can find out later. I think there's a way to go back and redo things to check other paths in this game. I'm not 100% sure about that. So, for now, let's just keep going. The Everburning Lantern is the curse responsible for this. I'd guess maybe its condition is something about me being in total darkness. It's a good thing I had this lighter. It seems to have saved me. Yeah, I'm assuming if I had gone this way without picking up that lighter first, I would have been fucked. But that just makes it... Okay, I've had to look around the area. I just head somewhere else now. But that just makes me realize just how broken my curse is. Like... He put me into total darkness and was still not able to immediately kill me. But the second someone tries to turn away from me, boom, I win. That's fucked. Why does this guy have such a broken ass one? If they lose, literally. Yeah, they literally cannot, like, once they've interacted with me, they have to kill me first without ever leaving me. And that's kind of fucked. It's not only total darkness. Yeah, interesting. First, around Midorichiro Park at the end of South Warigetsu Street is the Taiko Nasukaru. Literally, your kill condition is the other's failing their kill condition. Yeah, pretty much. North of there is a skill called Komagata High School, the location of the Fool's Procession. It should be around here. Okay, there's two other things. So it looks like you only need to kill about four curse bears, because I'm at 31% right now, so if I kill 3 more, then I'll have enough. Komagata High School and Midorichiro Park. Let's go to the park first. And now, this is important. If I ever see something that looks like it could be curse bearer related, then I should just, like... This is Midorichiro Park, location of the Taiko no Tsugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. This is the one where the guy had a drum. Or is no one else had a drum? Huh? Someone's there. Let you be the one to leave. Exactly. 2 men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. To pick up the conversation from the distance, I'll have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I'll quickly hide behind a tree to move out of line of sight. Oh, they were supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we'll see something before the night is done. Maybe you're right, but still, the 7 mysteries. Huh? Was there a noise from behind us just now? Never mind. Just my imagination. But does the curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? Sorry, something's bugging me. I'm gonna have to check back there. I'm not here, bro. Fuck. Nothing. I guess this place is just keeping me on edge. Fuck. Fuck! Aha! Sorry, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Jesus Christ, he got me. They found me. Oh, you two are police officers. Well, we know he's a cursed stone user, so we gotta be careful. Ah, people have to say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as procedure. Oh, I'm June Arrow. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department, Investigative Division. Newbie detective, June Arrow. And this old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tsutsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but he's actually has quite the sweet tooth. Arrow, quit blabbering. Veteran detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Uh-oh, they're detectives. They're not investigating the corpse that was here, are they? No, I'm still fine anyway. It's not like a curse could show up as evidence in a police investigation. I can hardly believe how calm I am. I just need to keep a cool head and not panic. He's as intimidating as I'd expect a veteran cop to be. First that private detective, now police detectives. Why today of all days? I always imagine detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. Oh, you work for Ihaku Soaps? I hear they've been racking it in lately. That true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Arrow, you use hair products? Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Oki? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss is the kind of caveman who thinks using only a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps for just that purpose. There's plenty of people like you. Hear that, Arrow? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? Anyway, Mr. Oki, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard? Why are we just saying this out loud? Have you heard of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them, and that's how I got interested. I see. So I need to remember even Midorichu Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? That's the park we're in right now, right? Yeah. It's the drum one. Ah, that's right, the Taiko of Sukaru. This whole area used to be the residence of the Sukaru, a clan of samurai. That's why you're hanging around the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing. Though I admit I haven't been looking into these too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home. Something wrong? You're free to go. What's with that kissy face? I don't know, man. But what do we do? I'm gonna leave. Detectives showed no sign of leaving. I don't have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. The risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for long. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. We're done here. Go home. I'm leaving because, one, once again, I don't know if they're curse bearers or not. I'm pretty sure they are, but two, I don't want it to have a situation where it's like last time where I need to have an item from somewhere else to survive their curse, you know? Here I am, Komagata High School. Because, like, I might need something from this high school to survive if they do something to me. Let's see here. Ah, someone's there! Huh? Whoa, what the? Ouch. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb out of the... what? Did you just climb over the school gate? This school is supposedly on the former site of a daimyo's residence where he encountered the Fool's Procession. It's now at the center of a quiet residential area. I don't know. Maybe. MRL. So this is the Kagura music one. And the music would fade when one neared the Waragesu Canal. Okay. I'm not sure what to make of this curse. A large gymnasium looms silently over the grounds. It's even more imposing in the dark. A girl in a school uniform came climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. That thing she's hiding in her hand. No doubt about it, that's a curse stone. This girl is a curse bearer. Shit. I can see the main school building past the gate. Was the girl inside the school? What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Well, I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now, so I've got to go. What do you think, chat? Do we go find a different curse bearer? She seems super incompetent. This is off. What if her, based on what I know from there, what if her curse is following her? Are we really going full murderer? Hey, Aisu, she has a curse stone. She could kill me. Like, we're confirmed. Like, I wouldn't just, if I was iffy about it, but like, she is straight up holding a curse stone. So she could potentially murk my ass too. Especially if I think her condition is following after her, which I think is what it is. Because like, if you look at her, like, I'm just looking at the files, one sec. The Fool's Procession is all about a, he heard the sound of music. He commanded his people to find the source. How much they searched, it would fade when one neared the canal. So my assumption is she's trying to run away so that I'd follow her and then trigger the curse. Maybe. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? Oh no, if you pick up one of those stones, you got that fucking curse, Kira, I'm pretty sure. Then just don't follow her. Or I can murder her. Come on, guys. We get to 60%. We get the right of resurrection. What do you think, chat? I don't know. Gosh, this game's throwing some hard choices at me, bro. Let's save. Let's just save. But she doesn't know if we're a curse bearer. There's a decent chance, if I'm being honest. Let's just save. I'm gonna see what happens if we don't murk her ass. Hey, wait. Oh, never mind. I don't have a choice. Why do you give me the button if you're just gonna fucking kill anyway? Why do you act like I have a choice? Why? Can't be. Mio, I'm sorry. The curse stone has gained 36% soul dregs. I killed her. Yes, I got a curse bear. This is working. I just have to keep it up. The illusion of free choice. How many more do I need? 1, 2? All right, on to the next one. First, the one-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. Then the evergreen beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. The shadow guy had way more. No, that girl had more. I think. It says 36. Unless the total is that I have 36% now. Does it tell me how many I have anywhere? Oh yeah, it does. I have to go to items though. Ryogoku Bridge, or former Yasuda Gardens. Let's go to the bridge first. Ryogoku Bridge. Hey, yeah, quick question for you. What the? Sorry, this is so sudden, but I've got to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? Bro, I just got here. What mystery am I investigating right now? Those JoJo stands have a magnetic attraction. It's more like it's 3 a.m. People don't usually wander around a city at 3 a.m. except for people who are trying to kill other people. One-sided read. Yep, this is it, I think. Cut off the arm and leg of one side, then threw them into the canal. What would the condition for this one be? Like, we don't even know what the condition for the last one is because we just murdered them. What? Ugh. Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? Don't tell me he has something to do with activating his curse. The large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Across the river leads to the Nihon Banashi Bakurocho in Chuo City. %67% filled. So that girl did have more than the other person did. She had 36. Making it obvious he's a curse bearer himself. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine? Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? What's that? The hell is that? You took too long to answer. Huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. I knew it. You're a curse bearer, too. You can stop trying to hide it now. Not that you were doing a very good job. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echo is the foot-washing mansion. What? It's the foot-washing, not even the... Okay. So you're the giant foot one. Young curse bearer, Yutaro Namigaki. Chat. I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I got a little bit more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. foot washing mansion. What on earth would the conditions for this shit be? I just realized we beat the beckoning light, but we never got information on how to actually activate its curse. Just an assumption. Hospitality? You're right. It could very well be hospitality. I'm not gonna say shit. Oh, I didn't hear your answer. You aren't thinking about whether you can set off your curse before I can activate mine now, are you? Nah. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. David gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. Wait, what? What are you? Is this the voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it! Oh, well, I'm dead. My, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yutaro. Very well, remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. Bear in mind, Shogo Ogi has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. This is Curse Echo. He says as soon as I heard the whispering echoes, it's too late for me. Okay. But I said, what's that? And it worked. I'm gonna try this. I'm a curse bearer too. Yeah, I'm a curse bearer too. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. Okay, yeah. Let's just play along for now. A chat? I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. Got a little more class than that. Hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Chat between two curse bearers. What's he trying to pull? What is he trying to pull? Because we've already established he could just kill me. So, He's got the bold character. He's got confidence. I'll give him that. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? To gather soul dregs? Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it. We could split the work and we'd have 2 kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together. I haven't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we have to test it, and I can't do that alone either. I see. No, but, like, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be nice. It could just be that I've already triggered his condition, and he just actually wants to work together. For now, I don't know. We're just going to say fine for now. Alright then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not such a bad idea. I'm glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. There's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul dregs do you have right now? Right, I have some, of course. I am more than competent after all. I'm asking you how many. I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate, I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 67%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget all about this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you could scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. Not gonna leave me no choice. I'm gonna give you a chance to come out of this alive. Real chain. Voice of the cursed echo? Shit, I'm gonna die again. The memory of the foot washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Well. Okay. It says, I have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of. That apparently to ward off the remember to ward off the curse before it is activated. He has no way of realizing it himself, so I must react for him. What the? How did you? Oh, don't mind me. Vtuber said he wants to talk. You better answer quickly before... Well, you know what? Who the fuck are you and why are you here? I'm behind him. What does she have to do with this? Are the two of them gathering soul drags together? No, I think she's the key, potentially. So who's the woman? Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Get straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Gather soul drags? Because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul drags in one curse stone be moved to another? It's a fundamental requirement for this to work. He literally said at the beginning, if there's a voice you don't want to hear. That has to be it. I see. This is going nowhere. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just going to have to trust me. You think you can collect them all yourself? I'm at 67%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul drags I have in my curse stone right now. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I'm gathering soul drags on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. What do you mean? I'll call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. It's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. Let me give you a chance to come out of this alive. Hey, what are you? The resentful memory of the foot washing is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. A voice? I don't hear any voice. What? There's no way! And yet there he is, perfectly unharmed! How? What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. Taro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll just be on my way then. Mark my words, I'll make you regret this. Ah! How is this? What was the prevention again? Turning the voice volume all the way down to 0 in the audio settings. And the hint from the guy was like, you have a method that he's not aware of. What the fuck? I don't think I would have got that if chat didn't raise that off. But then as soon as chat said it, I was like, the fucking storyteller at the very beginning of the game said you can even turn off voices that you don't wish to hear. And I'm just like, what is he talking about? Oh, we can turn that volume back up. We can the fuck kind of bullshit is that, man? There must be some sort of explanation for that as to why that can work, but I'm sure the game will get into some. I knew this game was gonna get some meta-y shit. That's fucked. That's fucked. What does the lady have to do with anything? No idea. The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. It was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards this time of night. You gonna show up later and be like, I know what your curse is? Maybe. So honestly though, his curse is kind of overpowered for somebody who doesn't have the power of settings. Like, what the fuck do you mean? All he has to do is make it so that you hear the voice of their cursed spirit, and boom, you're fucking dead. That's kind of fucked up. I wonder if there's another way to counter it other than what I just did. However, so have you decided what you're going to do with your oh so precious curse stone? Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. I've been waiting for you. I have a cursed stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Damn it, did I expose myself somehow? She said she could use her curse on me anytime. I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. It could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. Can't hand over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that catch her interest. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How does she know so much? I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 7. What condition have I felt since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly stripped naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is that the condition has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, then I'll continue to beat that condition as long as I'm here. In which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse before I ever got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. She's counting. The Evergreen Birch. That's the one where it was the Evergreen Beach was that no one ever saw a single leaf fall from the tree. However, the specific branch of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of falling leaves is nothing out of the ordinary, which says the strangest part is, why did this become a legend at all? Why did an evergreen tree not losing its leaves become a legend? If I can't figure out her curse, I'll have to set up my own. I don't see how I can make her leave, though. Not while she has the upper hand. All I can think of is to make her use her curse. Damn it. There's no way I could counterattack after she curses me. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. Also sense a shadow hanging over her. Wonder what it has to do with this place. Turning to hours, there's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. There we go. Goku Public Hall is also on the ground. This eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. Soul drags. That means you're after the rite of resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. You mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it. So tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 6. I'm checking other settings now. I'm checking other settings now. Now that I know the game wants to pull this bullshit. I still don't know what this fucking... Does that code change at all? Like the code that shows up here. I'm wondering if that's changing at all. I'm gonna take a quick picture of it just to be safe. Well, I can't see what else to do. I think I might just have to die and then restart to see if I think I could talk to her 6 more times, maybe. Fine, I'll talk about the curse stones again. Can you take soul dreads from other curse bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul drags, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right, but half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? Basically, I have no qualms killing you, but if I can avoid it, I will, is what she's essentially saying. 5. All I can think of is to make her use her curse, damn it. There's no way I could counterattack after she curses me. She's counting down. Yeah. Dog, we should get to know each other better. My name is Circle Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And I have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 4. Giving her my stones is not an option. Oh, what did you just tell me your name? Why? Oh, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Alright, ma'am. Yes, what is it? Ugh, this is bad. She's completely running the show here. 3. Yeah, I'm starting to see the limitations of my own, despite it being very easy to activate, you know? Turns out when someone wants to kill you, they're probably not going to leave until they fail to kill you. Sorry, I had to take a picture there because of the tail swishing. I guess I got no choice but to just keep asking questions. Holy shit, you can just keep asking questions. That means there's a lot of dialogue here. Maybe there's one of those dialogue trees has the solution I need then. Yeah, there's nothing else to examine. Alright, I guess we'll just keep exhausting it. Introduce yourself. I've had enough. 2 curse bearers. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 2. How do you know you haven't already set... How do you know you haven't already set off my curse? Go on then, use it. If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn, did she already know about it? Or about that student from before? But if she already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. She must not know yet. I still have a chance. Listen. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. About what? Talking like this instead of killing you immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain. 1. Wow, alright, last one. Well, let's see what happens, and we'll probably get some information. Rite of Resurrection. My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He'd always had a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them, even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. Even after what I told you. 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Farewell. No! Ah, fire! It's so hot it burns! Fire. Of course, that's what it was. Ah! God damn it, he must have been following me. But it's already too late. What the fuck? That guy? But I looked around everywhere and I didn't see shit. My, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. It's not other than in vain, however, as you finally realized how the curse is activated. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. Well, remember how to ward off the curse when you return. Bear in mind, Shoko has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. Halls on the ground, its eye-catching structure makes this place feel either more otherworldly. Where is he hiding? Huh? Throw away this lighter? Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Not sure why, but here goes nothing. Hmm? What did you just... What? Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Would that lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you... Ah! This can't be. My Shuichi. Yeah, we picked up that lighter. Something that can cause a fire, yeah. So then why did that become... We're probably going to learn more about why that's the condition for the Evergreen Beach later. But for now. That was too close for comfort. Was that just coincidence? Not only was I able to release myself from her curse, she immediately panicked and ran away. Fortunately for me. If she kept her cool and stayed, we would have been at a stalemate. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Ah! Story chart unlocked. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is the screen in which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, but you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shoko Ogi had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to circumstances, it had been locked until now. From here on, you will return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Files updated. As for our press and hold to cancel on the pass for the game, you'll just skip through all content regardless if you have previously read it or not. Release to resume under speed. Use the story chart button in the menu to quit playing a chapter and return to the story chart. If you quit midway through a chapter that you haven't finished, you'll have to restart again from the beginning. Completed chapters can be resumed from various points in the chapter. The game will not return to a previous game state resumed. There are 2 phases that must be completed to fully complete a chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks to be done, the chapter will not dim and will remain lit up. Best of luck on your journey. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be all right. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and the voice earlier, Shokooki has no way of knowing that himself. On that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shokooki has killed with his curse? I haven't been counting. Let's see. Has we killed Yoko? I think we did now. I think it's the answer to that question is now probably yes. I think 6. Oh, wait. I must have miscounted somewhere. Yoko, the guy there. Yoko, that one guy. Yeah, I'm gonna say 5. I see, I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 2. What? Well, that is all. What the fuck do you mean 2? The fuck you mean 2? Please continue the story at your leisure. Something happens to his curse stone and he is delivered to a grisly fate. Yeah, that doesn't... We're the first 2? Yeah, but we are activating the... Unless... That doesn't make sense. What the fuck? One second, I'm gonna try something, though. We're gonna go here for a second. We're gonna try turning around with this guy now. All right, let's see what happens. I guess kill Yoko. Why simply that? Huh? Wait a minute, I just saw your companion move. She what? Yoko? Wait, she doesn't look any different. Yeah. Oh. Damn it all. He does indeed just do a stabby. Oh no, your opponent was British. Okay, was there anything else that we think? Oh yeah, there was dying here, right? Yeah, you get an achievement for doing every bad ending. Oh, what the hell? It feels like the air just changed. Yoko, are you okay? Ah, what's wrong? Stay with me. Can't be. Yoko! So she's in no condition to talk. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me. You're going to be okay. It's all right. There's nothing there. Yoko! I have an idea. I have a theory. I don't know if it's the right theory. Because I was just thinking about that answer is like, how many people did he kill? I think it might be relevant to whether or not I clicked the button or not. We'll see, though. Kinshibori Park. Yeah, I think so. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? I think it's if I don't click it, he decides to do it. But if I do click it, I do it. And there might be different things. I don't know. We'll see. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused. I thought you really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your hummer's off balance? Wait, what did you just say? I think I heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right. That must have been it. My hummers were off balance. Went back there. You ended up like that because of your hummers? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your hummers being even a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow? What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal, too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So, to play satyr, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. $5 a.m. Humor? Okay. In Shibori Park. In further news, before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Bro, I've been playing for 3 hours. What the fuck do you mean it's just been the prologue? Unless... Yeah, there's some other shit going on, man. Complete the prologue. God damn, that was the prologue. God. I just got an achievement. Well done on your efforts thus far. This brings Shoko Oki's story to a close. But this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The roads of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Haru Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who was looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the rite of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale.